Oh man, there it is. So what was that? That was about an hour and a half for the intro to the game. See, it's the banana again. I told you, it's just featured there. It's a PlayStation controller, right? Alright. You've intrigued me. Okay, so, yeah, before, we start off with Achi and Kano here, their stories, and going through Kano the detective and Achi the thug with a heart of gold. But now, sorry, just now we're gonna see what Tama has to do with this story of kidnapping. Oh my god, this is silly. Okay. Just made of like it's so hot. Like a diorama. It's so hot in this thing. Way too hot. I feel like I'm sitting in a sauna. Everyone else on the street looks nice and cool. But here I am getting treated to my very own personal midsummer heat wave. On top of that, I can barely see. I can barely breathe for that matter. But hey, what can I do? Oh, I am so thirsty. Some iced tea would be amazing right now. I'm gonna pass out from dehydration at this rate. I may as well admit it. I underestimated how tough this would be. Who knew wearing a mascot costume would be so uncomfortable? Good timing, Nightbot! Good timing! Beautiful! A delicate young lady like myself has no business doing this sort of job. I would like to file a complaint. I have so much more respect for the people in the superhero team shows. Like, can you imagine doing action scenes in something like this? Heck, all I'm doing is standing here and I'm this close to calling it quits. What did you show up to? Mascot costume. But hey, I can't. I need the work. I need the money. What did you showed up to a investigation into a kidnapping and ransom. It's no time to be a wuss. Isn't that what it looks like? If I give up on this, what else am I possibly gonna do? Check out the revolutionary new dye drink, Burning Hammer! I thrust a free sample toward passerby while shouting as loud as I can. A free portion, usually quite small, of a product given out to consumers as a sales gimmick allows them to test the quality and effect of a cosmetic or health product prior to purchase, frequently referred to as a trial size or freebie version of the product. In addition to passing out free samples on the street, some shops also include free samples with purchased products. Please note that simply taking a product without paying for it in order to test it out is theft. Don't do it! Come on, give it a try! It's no use. People just walk by one after another. They avoid looking at the sample. What is this game? This is 428 Shibuya Scramble. Made by the... It's published and developed by Spike Chunsoft. With supervision / directorial work and development by people behind Danganronpa and the Zero Escape series. So, fun times. It's a visual novel, but it's a live action visual novel. And so far, it's been about a kidnapping, and it has a system kind of like Radiant Historia, where you go between everybody's stories back and forth, making decisions and trying to work your way through the story and not screwing things up, and then going back if you do or when you do, and unblocking things, and it's very interesting so far. I really like it. So we went through a detective and this like street tough guy who got involved in the kidnapping, and now we're at 11 a.m. from 10 a.m. and we have 3 other protagonists to go through. One of them being Tama here. Hello? It's been like this ever since I started standing here. My controller has decided to stop working. No? You don't want to do this? Okay, fine. Just gonna use my mouse then. What gives? You figure at least one person would have taken a bottle by now. I mean, it's free, but I haven't managed to give away a single one. The true face of the kidnapping mystery. Hey, Jacket, how you doing? How was your stream, by the way? If this keeps up, there's no way I'm getting paid. And then this whole miserable experience will have been all for nothing. Just drink this and watch the pounds melt away! No exercising or dieting necessary. I can hear the desperation in my own voice. Just burn, 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 burn those pounds away! They're giving me cold looks now. They probably think I'm some shyster trying to offload dodgy products. It's that simple, folks. You just drink the weight away. I guarantee it. Heck, this whole thing reeks of a scam to me, too. Reeks of a scam. In other words, it seems extremely dubious or suspicious. The word scam, referring to a type of dishonest scheme, is usually of unknown origin. Several folk etymologies have been proposed, including that it comes from a simple shortening of scandalous misdeeds. Okay, scam. But those claims have little evidence to support them. I like the notes here that are just dripping with just, I don't know, a wry sense of humor. Losing weight just by drinking some concoction is way too good to be true. But still, free's free. You'd think I'd be able to give 1 or 2 away. It's not like I'm not trying. Okay, pep talk time. You can do this. Think about the money. Just start with 1 bottle. Alright, I'm gonna give this bottle away to the next person I see no matter what. Close my eyes and gather my determination. I just need to get started and the momentum will build from there. Oh god, it's Sasayama. The guy on the right is a detective also. Alright, eyes open. There are 2 people walking in my direction. Wait, 2? Oh no, which one do I pick? If I keep waffling, they're both gonna pass me by. I just need to hand this bottle off. Which one of these guys looks more likely to take it? Clutching the free sample with my furry fist, I try to force it off on the businessman to the left, try to force it off on the disheveled fellow to my right. Why not both? Okay, I can't. I have to use the keyboard. Okay, let's give it to the detective man. Clutching the free sample with my furry fist, I try to force it off on the disheveled fellow to my right. To my surprise, he takes it. Huh? What's this? He asks, lifting an eyebrow as he looks at the bottle. I flap my fuzzy arms and strike a cute pose as I launch into the product pitch. It's Burning Hammer, the #1 new diet drink. Please give it a try. No thanks, the man says. Oh. I'm good. I keep my arms held wide open, pretend I didn't hear that. Look, he says, I'm in a hurry. You should give this to someone else. He tries to hand the sample back to me, but I hold my ground. For a few moments, we are at a silent impasse. Maybe he's weirded out by my cat alter ego holding its freeze frame pose because he looks away and slips the bottle into his pocket and walks off. I did it! Hey, John, thank you for gifting him a subscription to Midnight. Enjoy your emotes. I finally got someone to take one. Did the alert go off for that? I didn't hear it. I thought you turned him off. No, I didn't. Yeah, it didn't show up in Streamlabs. That's weird. Alright, well, anyway, here's your Kefka laugh. That's weird, I'm sorry. No, I don't care about the notifications. As long as you don't spoil the story for me. I've got someone to take one. But there's still so many samples left. Can you use my controller again? No. My brief surge of excitement dies before it can even fully take hold. Bit delayed response will stream it well. That's good. I wonder how the other mascot is doing about now. There's a sales demo happening today at 1 o'clock in the Nokane building. Oh, looks like the chicken has handed out all kinds of samples. I don't get it. How come nobody's taking any of mine? What could I possibly be doing wrong? Look at the clock. It's a little after 11. My morning of wandering around hawking diet drinks is just about over. I need to get ready to head over to the sales demo. I'd love to take the costume off, but then I'd have to carry it. The samples I haven't given out are almost too heavy as it is. Oh well. I might not have gotten results, but I tried my best. I sure hope they don't withhold my pay or anything. Hey, what gives? You got that many left? Oh no. The chicken speaks with a female voice. Yeah, I replied sheepishly. Nobody seems to want to take mine. Well, I mean, are you looking for the right targets? Huh? Like groups of girls or bored-looking older ladies? Those are the types you gotta be gunning for, you know? Wow, I hadn't even considered that. Now that she says it, seems so obvious this is a diet drink after all. I trust that chicken with my life. If I could make a living doing this, I would. I don't think I could stand out in the heat like this. Of course, I'm not gonna have any luck trying to foist it off on random guys. Well, whatever, the chicken says. Here, give me the samples you got left. I hand over my samples and the chicken dumps the whole lot into her basket. I'll drink whatever's left so they don't find out you didn't pass them out, she says. Huh? Wait, like all of them? Yeah, all of them. The chicken sounded pretty confident in herself. This may be sample-sized bottles, but still, they add up to a lot. I can feel myself on the brink of tears at the kindness of her offer. Thank you so much, this is a huge help. I bow deeply, which makes my mascot head wobble. My ship. Leaving the station behind, we head towards, down Center Guide towards the Nokane building. Multi-tenant office building in Udagawacho, located in Center Gai, Shibuya's downtown district. In addition to hosting the weight loss drink sales demo, the building is also home to the foreign capital protection firm Japan Cellcom, the IT mainstay Shibuya OnNet, Sun, video game developer Shindai Tradeco, and Strike Back Labs, publisher of the monthly magazine Science Strikes Back, along with many other businesses. The Burning Hammer sales demo is going to be held there this afternoon. The job's supposed to pay 10,000 yen for the day, but if we can sell at least 100 bottles at the demo, they promised another 10,000 on top of that. I need to make sure I sell those 100 bottles. I need that 20,000 yen. I need it ASAP. We arrive at the Nokane building, a rundown multi-tenant office complex. This isn't gonna go well. What does this have to do with the kidnapping? We head into the room where the Burning Hammer sales demo is taking place. There are already about 50 seats set out. I wonder how many people the free samples will pull in. The stage has been set up at the far end of the room. I was a heart-shaped mascot once. I was too tall for the costume, so I had to have my head tilted the entire time so it didn't look like the top of my head had a lump growing out the middle. Oof, I'm so sorry. Been stuck in this battle screen for a solid 2 minutes now. Azuma and Clefable have just been staring at each other. Yeah, that's happened to me a couple times recently. You know what the dream is? To be one of those Pikachu mascots. Oh man. The dream. Hurry up and take that thing off. The chicken flaps her wings as she speaks. It's kind of early, but come on, let's have lunch. I'm starving. Now that she mentions it, I realize I'm pretty hungry myself. The demo's not starting for another 2 hours. I can't win a war against my stomach for that long. The chicken and I head to the waiting room where they've set out lunches for us. Mind getting my back real quick? The chicken asks. She arches her back toward me. Apparently she can't reach her own zipper. Oh sure, give me a sec. I try to unzip the back of the chicken suit. My own suit's thick, fuzzy fingers have a hard time of it. What's the holdup? Come on, I'm roasting in this thing. Hurry up and get it off me. I'm almost got it. It's just awkward with these mitts. Family friendly? No, I didn't put the family friendly tag on. If you notice, I didn't put the family friendly tag on. Finally get a hold of the zipper and yank it. Downward. Oh my god, you murderer! Oh, okay. Girl emerges from the chicken as if the chicken itself were an egg. I'm alive! Her red sweatshirt is drenched in sweat. Almost at once, she's kicking back and cooling off with a hand fan. Sorry, but would you mind getting me too? I ask. Yeah, okay. I turn my back to the girl. I hear metal clacking behind me. At long last, I'm about to be free of this 5-ton fursuit. Huh? The girl murmurs awkwardly. What? A spike of anxiety hits me. What's wrong? I ask. Yeah, that's a no-go. I don't know why she was wearing a sweatshirt in that. Zipper's busted. What? Yeah, sorry, this thing ain't coming off. What? My vision goes dark. This game was worth it to play just for this. I was so hoping that it would be something stupid like this, and it's exactly what I was expecting. Exactly what I wanted. No! I tug desperately at the costume, but no luck, I'm trapped inside. Oh, what the crap! She has become one with the beast. Ah, well, you can talk to boss about it when he gets back. The girl says. I mean, it's not like you can just cut it off you with scissors or anything. She sounded entirely unconcerned. It's so unfair. I need to get out of this stuffy, sweltering steam bath as soon as possible. All I can do is clench my fist in impotent rage. But anyway, good work out there today, the girl continues. I'm Chiriko Osugi, by the way. You could just call me Chiri. She smiles as she introduces herself. I mean, I am a pretty cheery gal, after all. She breaks into a hearty guffaw. Oh, sure, I say. It's nice to meet you. Yeah, for sure. So I guess you're not going to be able to eat lunch with that getup, huh? Huh? Oh, that's right. What should I do? Don't sweat it. Just leave it to me. Huh? I'll eat both lunches myself. Just staring at the camera like she's in the office. Chiri doesn't even wait for me to reply before reaching for my lunch. I'd be ashamed to let it go to waste, she says. She makes it sound like the leftover food is a bigger concern than my hunger. I can feel my appetite stirring all the more as she devours my meal with a satisfied grin on her face. A faint, pathetic gurgle rises from my belly. It's just a cheap little prepackaged botched lunch, but right now it looks like a feast. They must have had such a great time photographing all this. So what's your name? Chiri asks. Her cheeks are still packed with rice. My name? Yeah. Oh, it's, As I struggle to think of an answer, my eyes alight on a piece of tamagayaki clutched between Chiri's chopsticks. The yellow slab of lightly grilled egg wobbles to and fro. I could see the insides from the way it's been sliced. It looks somewhat undercooked. Come on, what's her name? Huh? Oh, right, Tama. Tamago is just an egg. You've just called yourself Egg. It's Tama. Oh, you mean like the famous cat? Well, ain't that fitting? Chiri chortles and stuffs the piece of tamagayaki into her mouth and then takes a big swig of iced tea. I am Egg. You will give me an egg. I am beyond jealous. I wish I could gorge myself in these lunch boxes until I'm full to bursting. Each one of these photographs is a masterpiece. Heck, even a cold glass of iced tea would be a lifesaver right now. I'm so thirsty, I'm starting to get all dizzy. Maybe I really am getting dehydrated. Twitch is telling me that something went wrong with that clip. That's weird. This isn't good. If I don't do something, I'm gonna pass out before the sales demo even starts. And then I remember something. The zipper down my back might be busted, but I can still take the head off, right? That way at least I'll be able to eat and drink stuff. Alright. I decide to grab the head in both my hands and yank it upward with all my might, rock the head back and forth, good and hard, ask Chiri to assist me. Sorry, would you mind helping me pull my head off? Okay, that sounds interesting. But you know what? We have to do this ourselves. No. Hard C. We have to do this ourselves. I'm gonna grab the head of both hands and yank it upward with all my might. Oh, come on! No matter how hard I pull, it won't come off. More shipping. Ow! A dull pain throbs at the back of my head. Did I smack it against something at some point? Cherry flashes me a curious look. What are you doing? She asks. I thought maybe I could at least get the head off. I try pulling again, refusing to give up. That ain't gonna work. That thing's attached to the body. I slump forward in defeat, face planting on the tabletop. No! Most folks would have noticed that when they put it on, you know. Well, I didn't. The boss helps me get into the thing. Get into it is the thing. So to catch you up, I'm a mascot that hands out like free samples, and I give free samples for this weight loss thing that nobody wants from me. And me and this other mascot who was in a chicken costume, went back to wait for a presentation, and I'm stuck in my costume because the zipper's broken, and it's like burning hot out. So I'm just watching her eat all my food. Yeah, well, don't let it get you down, Cherry says. Here, drink some of this. And I didn't want to say my name, so I just looked at what she was eating, and I saw an egg, and I named myself Tama. She pulls a bottle with a straw from her bag and pours some of the tea into it. In a fever of thirst, I jammed the plastic straw through the mascot costume's mouth. Thankfully, it reaches as far as my own. I suck for all I'm worth. I suck and I suck and I suck. My body rejoices, the moisture returns to it like rain coming to the desert. And thus I revive. Little sip. Actually, it kind of does feel like I'm coming back to life. Oh, thank you so much. I'm never gonna forget this as long as I live. With tears welling up my eyes, I clutch Cherry's hands in my fuzzy mitts. Aw, hey, I'm not the kind of person to abandon someone in need, you know, she replies. An embarrassed grin crosses her face. How come you're carrying this bottle around with you anyway? I ask. Oh, that's because I make my own protein juice. Protein. In Japan, the word protein is frequently used to refer to a powdered health food supplement that contains vitamins and minerals as well as a protein component. It is dissolved in milk or another liquid to create a drink. A protein diet typically involves drinking a glass of this in place of a meal. Drinking it in place of tea would assuredly lead to weight gain. Protein juice? Never heard of it. I heard if you have protein juice for one of your 3 meals a day, you lose weight. So yeah, I kinda need to keep it. Given Cherry's sort of, well, chubby frame, I don't think the protein's been working so great for her. Yikes. I've been trying all sorts of stuff, but right now protein is totally the best thing for my diet. This stuff, though, Cherry casts her eyes at the samples of the burning hammer on the table, it's like totally bogus. Huh? Bogus? That's a surprise. Well, yeah. And Cherry says, you gotta exercise if you want to burn body fat. The best way to burn fat is to engage in steady, low-intensity aerobic exercise. After roughly 20 minutes of such exercise, the body burns through its available blood sugar, and the brain sends signals to have fat brought into the bloodstream. That is how fat is burned. Anaerobic exercise, which leaves you panting and breathless, is not effective. She smacks herself on one flabby arm. I mean, there's no way you're gonna lose weight by taking in more calories. Huh. Didn't she just say she was drinking protein juice to lose weight? I keep that thought to myself. I mean, that'd be as ridiculous as all-you-can-eat Kobe beef, she adds. She shakes her head seriously. I'm not sure about using all-you-can-eat anything as an example in a discussion about weight loss. But again, I keep the thought to myself. But hey, a job's a job, Cherry says after a moment, perking up again. They tell me to sell this junk, I'll sell it. A sudden wailing comes from the other side of the door. Please, just give me time. I swear I'll get it back to you. What the heck? Cherry says. Is that the boss? I nod. Oh no, am I gonna get caught up in whatever's going on with this guy in the mob? That's definitely Mr. Yanagashita's voice. He's the guy who hired me. Sliding up alongside Cherry, I quietly open the door and take a peek inside. Oh boy. Mr. Yanagashita is down on hands and knees begging while 2 uncouth-looking men glower at him. Just a little more time, that's all I ask, he pleads. Once I sell the stuff, I can pay you back. I see a tiny bottle of burning hammer in his hand. Just a little more, mimics the middle-aged fellow. I gotta sell this. We've all heard enough of that out of you. Yeah, the younger guy sneers. We ain't giving you any more time, so quit asking. But I really need a little longer this time. Please, you gotta believe me. From the look of things, Mr. Yanagashita is dealing with some loan sharks. Though it seems obvious that this term refers to toothy predators of the deep, the word shark in this case actually has its origins of an older Germanic word meaning parasite, or someone who preys on others. The same word gave rise to the terms pool shark and card shark. In the case of loan sharks, though, the initial mental image seems quite appropriate. It's okay, they'll think you're a giant cat. And the two thugs are clearly in no mood for his continued groveling. Chiri and I exchange a glance. It's probably best if we don't go out there right now. But now I'm really worried. Am I actually gonna get paid for this gig? As I'm pondering that, one of the men grabs Yanagashita by the nape of his neck and drags him to his feet. Come with us, pal. We'll take you someplace you can work off your debts. Say what? Mr. Yanagashita wails. The two men drag him away. Huh, guess he's gone then, Chiri says. She already started to pack up her things. You're cold. Wait, what are you doing? I ask. Going home. Not much point sticking around. Going home? I mean, the demo sure ain't happening now. Anyhow, it was nice working with you. See ya. Moments later, Chiri's out the door. Now what do I do? I've been left here all by myself. More or less at a total loss. Bad end! Okay, so you keep running into bad ends whenever you don't do the right thing in your path or in someone else's story. You need to catch up with something. Poor feline friend isn't going to get paid now that his debt collectors show up to drag her boss away. If a certain someone hadn't told the thugs how to get to Nokami building, they probably wouldn't have caught Yanagashita. Right decision happens at level 15, but who has to make it? So now we have to go to someone else's story and figure it out. So my controller still has decided that it doesn't want to be connected. So what I think I'm actually going to do is exit out of the game for just a moment and see if I can get it to work again. But I'm sad that we're actually 1 second. I'm sad that we're not gonna get the get the see that more. Get the thing, see that more. Okay. Let's just unplug this and replug this. Hopefully this will work. That was very good though. I thoroughly enjoyed the ridiculousness. Please work. Yay! Okay, got the controller back. I don't want to keep clicking my mouth. Yeah, I don't want to keep clicking my mouth. My mouse. So let's see. Let's go with Minorikawa. You look like a trustworthy sort of fellow. The Super Cub 90 raced down Route 246 toward Shibuya. The speedometer remained at a steady 60 kilometers per hour. Pumping the gas harder was no use. This was as fast as the bike would go. Super Cub 90, a motorcycle produced by Honda with an 85cc engine displacement, the common sight around town, often used by newspapers and postal delivery workers. Many owners are big enthusiasts, sometimes even swapping out parts such as the handlebars or mufflers and giving a body a repaint, resulting in fashionable bikes that don't even look like Super Cubs at first glance. Why would you ride this when you could be riding a Vespa? Minoru Minorikawa shouted as he sped along. Damn it, I'm not letting you die! He jerked the handlebars and blew past the truck on the inside. The driver scowled at him as he shot by. You maniac, you're trying to get yourself killed! Just the opposite, Minorikawa shouted back. I'm saving lives! The stoplight ahead turned red, cutting him off at the intersection. Oh, come on! He had no choice but to slam on the brakes. But his agitation boiled over as he waited for the signal to change again. How long's this thing gonna stay red? Hurry up already! Brought the bike right up to the very edge of the line, keeping the engine revved like a dragster ready to peel out. Not on time is not in my dictionary. The light turned red. Minorikawa's own light turned green at the last. He hit the accelerator as hard as he could. His engine died with a sputter. Huh? Oh, come on. What the hell? Car horns blared angrily at him from behind. In a fury, he pulled his bike over the side of the road. No matter what he did, the engine refused to turn over. Was the problem with the spark plug, or maybe the battery? He just has leakage in his car. Whatever it was, he didn't have the time to figure it out now. With tears in his eyes, he left the bike, his companion of 10 years, abandoned on the roadside. He was about to break into a run when he saw a taxi dead ahead letting out a passenger. He hurried to hop into the cab. Just head for Shibuya station. I'll let you know exactly where we are once we get closer. The taxi driver nodded coolly. Of course, sir. 10 minutes! Huh? I need you to get me there in 10 minutes! The driver grimaced. I'm afraid getting there in 10 minutes is a bit... 15 then! Sir, that's still... Look, that's all the time I can afford. Assuming traffic conditions cooperate, sir, then maybe. I can't make any promises. Minorikawa looked at the driver's ID photo above the fare meter. His name was Hachiro Kimizuka. He was a middle-aged fellow, looked a little rough around the edges. Mr. Kimizuka, I chose you for this. You can do it. Chose me? Sir, I'm pretty certain we met by chance. Okay, sure, I suppose you could phrase it that way. Anyhow, can we get going? Right, Kimizuka said with a faint sigh. I'll see what I can do. The taxi pulled away at a decent clip. Minorikawa's frantic journey had started 20 minutes earlier. He'd been at home working on an interview piece. He clucked his tongue in annoyance as the ringing phone broke his train of thought. Why did someone always call right when the words were flowing? If he didn't keep getting interrupted, he probably could wrap this piece up in no time. Be quiet! He pointed at the telephone as he yelled, I'm writing here! But his shouting did nothing to silence the ringing. He didn't have much choice but to pick up. Minorikawa speaking. There was no response. Hello? He hesitated, ready to hang up. Was this a prank call? It's me. It's Toyama. It was Teruo Toyama, the president of Heaven Publishing! A publishing company that puts out both hard-hitting non-fiction books and tabloid-style scandal rags. The invincible journalist, penned by company president Toyama himself, was a candidate for the Japan Non-Fiction Prize. What do you want? If this is about work, I'm already booked pretty full. He'd taken work from Heaven Publishing on several occasions, but the pay was hardly competitive. Lately, he'd been turning them down a lot, so he hadn't heard from Toyama in a while. No, this isn't work-related. Then what do you want? I'm kind of pressed for time here, working on some copy. Minorikawa was in no mood to beat around the bush. It seemed like every conversation he had with Toyama went like this. You're busy. That's good. Busy's good when you're a freelancer, Toyama said, unusually sympathetic. Minorikawa found it off-putting. I hear sales have been good on your end, he said cautiously, with this month's 4-Star General Gossip and all. 4-Star General Gossip was the monthly magazine, Heaven's Publishing's flagship publication. Magazine focusing on the private lives of celebrities and politicians. Most of the articles found in the pages are random nonsense, but one of every 100 or so contains an actual major scoop, making it a difficult outlet to ignore. Had small circulation, for the most part flew under the radar, but once in a while they land some big scoop and sell like crazy. This month's edition had come with a free scratch card with a gimmick that moved 100,000 copies with ease. 5 winning symbols in a row wins 100,000 yen, was it? Minorikawa asked. A weak, moist sound came through the receiver. Baffled, Minorikawa listened more closely. It came again, then again. It kind of sounded like sobbing. Mr. Toyama, are you crying? There was another soft sob, and then yet another. What's going on here? Where are you?
You're crying! You're crying!
Yeah, cry! At the office, Tama managed. He let another mewling whimper. What's the matter? It's nothing.
I need you to come get me. I accidentally put my foot in a George Foreman grill. You have to... I can't... Oh, the pain. You have to get me.
It's nothing. Well, it's gotta be something. Come on, what is it? Tama gave no reply. Mr. Tama, are you still there? Silence. What is it? What happened? Look, doesn't tell me anything. What the hell's going on? Tama squeaked out drawn-out whine. Okay, I'm sick of this. I'm hanging up now. Minorca was about to break the connection when he heard Tama murmur. The only thing I can do now is die. The taxi lurched to a sudden stop as the driver slammed on the brakes. Minorca pitched forward, his face smacking against the back of the seat in front of him. Kimizuka stuck his head out the window. Careful, buddy, he shouted at someone in the street. How are you gonna get yourself killed? Is that, yeah, that's what I thought. Minorikawa blinked that's Kano, the detective from the beginning of the game. Blinked the stars from his eyes and saw a man moving alongside the cab. The guy grabbed onto the handle of the back door. Please, I need you to let me have this cab! No way, Minorikawa snapped. Just who does this guy think he was? Please, I'm begging you here. Look, I'm in a hurry, pal. Get your own cab. I know how ridiculous this must sound, but please, this is really, really urgent. Urgent? Yeah, it's a matter of life or death. Please. The guy did look pretty desperate. Look, I'm sorry, but I'm dealing with something urgent here, too. Please let me ride. Then let me ride with you. I'll pay for the whole fare. My entire future's on the line here. The guy sure was persistent. Maybe he was telling the truth. But Norikawa had problems of his own. Pointing! Sorry, buddy. It's life or death on my end, too. I gotta look after me and mine. Right. So sorry to trouble you. Finally, the guy gave up and shuffled away. Guess it couldn't have been that much of a life-ending crisis after all. Minorikawa checked his wristwatch. Damn it! This just cost us 5 minutes! Try to make it up, sir, the driver called back. The taxi lurched into motion, the engine quickly revving up to speed. Once inside the building, you avoid the elevator in favor of rushing up the stairs. Heaven Polishing rented at the 3rd and 4th floors. In all likelihood, Tama would be at the editing department of the 4-star General Gossip on the 4th floor. When he got there, however, the door was locked. Mr. Tama! Hey, Mr. Tama! He shouted and banged, but there was no reply. Something was seriously wrong. Minorikawa took a deep breath and then kicked the door in. Whoa! The sight as he stepped into the office filled him with horror. Oh no! Minorikawa clutched the sides of his head. I'm too late.
He's flying.
He learned how to levitate. Oh no, if only I'd gotten here a little sooner. So now we have to play Kano's story so that he doesn't run in front of the cab. Just 5 minutes. Minorikawa rushed at him, publishing as fast as he could, but he didn't get there in time to save Tama, and was sad to say it was really all Kano's fault. Who does Kano want a taxi so badly? Check his 1110 timestamp and the situation might become clear. Alright. So now we go back to the time warp. No, we go back to the character select, probably. Okay, so... yeah, so this is what, like, the main... This is so cool looking, like this with more people. So let's see, we got a bad end with Minorikawa. Kano we haven't started yet. Achi we left off with a gun pointed in his face. Tama we had a bad end. Being stuck. Let's do the time warp again.